I'm one of those people who kind of likes winter. Cold nights for sleeping, snow for sledding. I don't even mind shoveling if it's not too deep and not too wet, as long as I've got a warm place to go. Anne-Marie Berger has a story about some of the harsh realities that winter can bring. This is a St. Louis story, and for her, it's a family story.
When you're a kid, there's nothing better than fresh falling snow. But with the fun, there's also everyday life that must go on. Streets must be plowed, sidewalks shoveled, cars pushed. Winter can be a challenge. There's cold hands, cold feet. Often the season presents the worst conditions. But when duty calls, our first responders, they'll never say no.
It's your job. And everybody there, that was their job to try to put that fire out and try not to get hurt themselves, you know. This is what I was for as chief.
This is retired St. Louis Fire Chief Tom Long. He also happens to be my uncle.
That's him driving. That's him driving the pumper.
On the top, I can tell that.
Uncle Tom is about to turn 94.
Well, these were my badges here.
His career with the fire department spanned nearly 4 decades, and when it comes to firefighting, he remembers details like they happened yesterday.
It was so bitter cold. I've never been that cold in my life.
The chief is talking about January 10th, 1962, when he was captain of the 7th Hook and Ladder, and temperatures dipped to their lowest in over 20 years, bottoming out at -8.
It was bitter cold, and the night before, I had a fire 10th and Cass, and my ladder froze up on me that night, and I couldn't retract it, couldn't bring it back down.
A frozen ladder was nothing compared to the conditions Long and the rest of the fire department experienced the following days. The next afternoon, a grain dust explosion ignited a fire in the manufacturing plant at Checkerboard Square, the Ralston Purina Company's industrial complex.
I was very familiar with Ralston Purina. What it is, they had grain in the place.
Back then, Ralston Purina's primary business was animal feed and cereal.
These are some newspaper articles that we have from the time of the fire.
Susie Anderson Bauer is the corporate archivist at the Nestle Purina Pet Care Company.
In the early 60s, at that time, we weren't producing dog food on a massive scale. Most of the people who were here were working on animal feed, so feed for farm animals, cows, goats, turkeys, pigeons, all kinds of animals.
Checkerboard Square was actually 22 separate buildings, making it a massive complex that included offices as well as the mill.
And we had mills all over the United States, too, at that point. So the mill was just one of many mills, but the offices were the general offices worldwide for Purina.
Ralston Purina was a booming company. In fact, the morning of the fire, President Ray Rowland and CEO Donald Danforth were in New York City. January 9th, 1962, was the day Ralston Purina was listed on the New York Stock Exchange for the very first time.
And so that morning they went to New York, did all the publicity. Mr. Danforth bought the first set of stock that was for sale. And just a few hours later, they get this horrible call that there's been an explosion back in St. Louis, and they rushed home.
They had a spark up there.
It was something that was not unanticipated. It was something people knew could happen, and there were a lot of safety precautions in place, but it was an inherently, dangerous process.
And once you have a grain elevator, if you have any kind of an explosion or anything, it causes more dust and more explosions, and more fire. So you had to be very careful when you went in to work on a fire like that.
The department dispatched more than 20 pumper trucks to Ralston Purina as the fire spread across the entire complex. As if grain dust combustibles and unexpected explosions weren't dangerous enough, firefighters had to battle the frigid temperatures.
Our ladder, we had a nozzle up on the top of the ladder. We were trying to do the best we could. but we were getting covered with ice.
Helmets are covered in ice. The jackets are covered in ice.
In fact,
do you remember having that on you?
You have that on, you can't even take your clothes off because you're frozen into your rubber coat. You can't get those buckles off. So you're in there. You don't get out of that until you get back into the firehouse where you can thaw out a little bit.
You would think with a big burning fire in front of you that might offset. No?
It made no way. It was so bitter cold. We couldn't breathe because our nostrils were closed. It was, every time you take a breath, your nostril closed on you. So you just breathe through your mouth. That's all you could do.
The firefighters were unbelievable. There were 150 firefighters just at the Purina fire.
But despite the manpower, they struggled to combat the Purina blaze and the bone-chilling temperatures. The firefighters weren't the only things turning to ice.
If you shut your nozzle down, your hose froze up right away. There was no waiting, you froze up. You had no water. You can't move around. It's so slippery. Many firefighters fell that day and hurt themselves. I don't know, minor injuries.
36 Ralston Purina employees and 22 firefighters were injured in this blaze, but most tragically, 2 employees were killed in the explosion and a firefighter lost his life.
One fire captain, his name was Roy Simpson. He died of a heart attack.
It was reported that 29 million gallons of water were dumped on this blaze as firefighters worked through the night and the following days to put it out, burying fire equipment and the sprawling Ralston Purina headquarters under a mountain of ice. It burned for nearly a week.
The second day, I went back to that fire. There was a little fire up at the very top of it. And we had to climb up these stairs, and the walls were out. And we were like climbing Mount Everest with this ice. And it was very hazardous trying to get up there. And I had asked myself, what am I doing up here? To get to this little bit of fire that was still up there.
Did you make it? You got up there?
Well, I'm here.
Well, you got back down, that's for sure.
No, I came down real fast.
Ralston chose not to rebuild the downtown mill.
Reduce the risk to the nearby office complex, but they decided they would expand, build more office space here on the Checkerboard Square campus, and then build 2 smaller production facilities. One was in Montgomery City, Missouri, and the other one was in Vandalia, Illinois, so they could manufacture and distribute closer to the farmers.
This plaque here came off that firehouse down there at 4th and Valentine.
And as for Uncle Tom, he will never forget the winter of 1962.
When you showed me these little pictures, I kind of felt, I said, whoo, I remember that. It sent a chill through me. That was the coldest fire I was ever had. Not the biggest fire I was ever had, but it was the coldest one.